All right, family. So I'm about to go over the app. I'm about to go over the Swipecoin app. I want y'all to know that with this add-on, you can download an app and literally turn your post notifications on. Oh, what's going on? Sorry, y'all, bear with me. There we go. Awesome. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, awesome. All right, so the app looks just like this. And y'all, if y'all don't have all your trading apps together, I would recommend you do that, okay? It just makes everything so much easier. So here we go. So as you can see, we're on the front screen right here. And this trade that we have right here, these are more so long-term trades that get sent in. And literally, you'll be able to see the trade just like how the from the trader's point of view, right? So they mark it up and you can see how they're viewing the trade and what they believe, what they predict the market is going to do, right? And with these, you get 2 entries for the most part. You'll get a stop loss and 2 take profits. And family, you could literally copy from right here and paste into your MetaTrader 4, right? So it's that easy. Literally copy, paste, and into profit. And I'm not gonna hold y'all if you didn't get back into XRP. I sure did when it went back into entry. So we're in that one. All right, and then as you can see on the right side, bottom corner, there's a chat box. This is the MT4 chat, right? So the educators are literally sending us notifications and information based off of the trades that they sent to us on the app and just updating us, right? So you definitely want to have your post notifications on, especially for apps like these that pay us, family, okay? Definitely want to have your post notifications on, and they will give you updates as far as like which trades went into profit, if they never made it to the entry, and all of that good stuff. All right. And then right here, we have an array of different things that you can really explore the app and have fun with it. The next thing that I'll introduce y'all to is the Scalper chat, right? So aside from the other trades that get sent in, where they actually give you an entry and a TP and a stop loss, this is for, these are for my people who want to be in and out with the bag, right? So the Scalper, simply, they send trade ideas, and these ideas are good for a max about 1 to 2 hours. If the market isn't doing what it's supposed to do or what it says it would do, then you definitely want to hop out of that, right? But this is where you would get all the notifications for this, and you would simply just click on it. I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing this on your phone. It's better on a computer screen, to be honest, because when you open it, it will open up and you will be able to like navigate to the site. But like I said, I would recommend doing it on a laptop instead. You have a bigger screen to look and analyze the market. But my brother Wealthy is going to get into that a little bit later. He's going to talk to y'all about the Scalper. But just want y'all to know that through the app, you can get notifications. So that way, when you're on the go, you're aware when trade ideas are getting sent in. If y'all are following with me, put some 333s in the chat.
They following.
Okay, dope. I was about to say, like, I would have to cross over and look. Okay, so all right, next things next, family. The videos. Let's go over the videos. So right here, we have 3 levels. We have the fast track, the crypto fundamentals, and the advanced. I would recommend everyone start with the fast track. This first video up here, the Swipecoin Scalper training, is like major sauce, okay? It's only 20 minutes long, and literally Picasso goes over how to use the scalper in only 20 minutes, all right? And some of these videos are literally as short as 2 to 3 minutes. 2 other videos I'd recommend, family, the contracts and lot size. Like when I tell you, like it's literally a 3-minute video, and it literally broke down why how we're leveraging the different lot sizes on different brokers. So I know a lot of us may use different brokers. Some of us use Hugo's Way. Some of us use Prosperity. Some people are using KOT. And honestly, watching this video, you'll literally understand the breakdown on like how these different brokers, like what they're leveraging and the spread. So this will do a great deal. You'll go a long way watching this video right here. That way you can really understand, like, you know, what you're leveraging. And calculating risk, this video is major sauce too, and it's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So family, definitely utilize this app, watch the fast track videos, because literally this app, it just wants to get you paid. Like, like, no lie, like Swipecoin literally is throwing money. It's literally throwing money at us. So definitely utilize the app. And next things next, we have Picasso's Brain. So this is, Picasso has an array of different markups that he puts, so you can come and see how he's marking up his charts, as well as like vital information, right? To let us know like what's going on in the markets, what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with Ethereum, like what's going on with all of these coins, and like when we should hop in and when we should hop out, and different stuff like that. So a lot of analysis, right? So you can really step into the way that he thinks and the way that he analyzes the market. All right, and then we have results. So over here, you can really just see like how well the app is going, like how well these trades that are being called are going, and what's you know, the success rate, right? So you can definitely come in here and see that. There's also a game. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I played it, but I was just like, okay, I mean, this is cute. So if you know, you want pass a little time, you could play the game. Like, you could have fun with it, family. Like, this isn't meant to be stressful. All right. And then there's one last thing I wanted to show y'all on the app. Oh, two things. So you can definitely check some of the exchange trade ideas, literally searching from the different educators, plugging that in to all of these options right here, as far as what it is that you want to see happened and what has been called, different trade ideas that was called during the week. And, you know, even down to how many pips. And then, yes, crypto talks. Okay, so family, this is the last thing I wanted to show y'all. So literally, like, they are putting stuff that we can put on social media, right? In English and in Spanish. So this is just stuff that you can even share with prospects. You can share with your family and friends. And you can just hop on here and get educated a little bit more and really understand like what these cryptocurrencies are doing and the value in them, and really getting like tidbits of information so that you can raise your awareness, you can raise your knowledge on the products that, you know, that we are literally we're paying for. Like, just raise your awareness so that you can even, because with raised awareness breeds more confidence, right? So if we have more confidence in what it is that we're doing, we have more confidence in what it is that we're trading, then we'll have better results, and we'll help our team to breed better results as well. Okay. But yeah, so for the most part, that is it, family. But definitely download the app if you have Elite. And if you don't, definitely, like I said, you want to get that Swipecoin add-on, because it will pay you.
Okay, bet. Oh, and the chat box came up. Cool. Professional plugger inner. That's what I'm talking about. All right, bet. So check this out. When you get on the site, immediately to the right, you're going to see this alert panel right here, right? You're going to see the alert panel to the right. It's going to be calling out buys and sells. Typically, the algorithm is going to go off whenever the price breaks above or below this yellow EMA line, right? So there's only 3 steps to this. And I'm going to go ahead and refresh so it comes up, right? Every time you get on here, this is going to pop up. It's going to be your reminder that it's only 3 steps, and it's super easy. So I'm going to go through every single step with you guys right now, right? So the very first step is to change this from a candlestick chart to a line chart, right? What we're looking for, right? We're looking for a break and a retest, We're looking for a break of structure or a break and retest, right? And so you guys might be wondering, okay, well, you know, what is structure? Change it back to candlestick so that you can see what structure is. Structure is anytime, right? Anytime the price pivots from a certain direction. So let's say that I have a resistance line right here. And for all my newbies on the call, resistance is the ceiling, right? So resistance is the ceiling and support is the floor for future reference, just in case I mention it again, okay? The green part right here, that's support, and this is resistance. Structure, right, is where price actually rejects from one of these two areas, right? This would be structure, this would be structure, this is structure also, right? What we're looking for on the line chart, let's change it back. What we're looking for on the line chart is actually a break of structure, right? So a prime example of that would be like right here, right? So we had some structure here. Let's move this resistance line down, right? We had a buy here and we wanted to wait for a clean break of structure. If you would have got into this buy right here, you might experience some drawdown around here, but guess what? It was all profits after that. We want to wait for it to break and close above this area of structure. And just because I know a few of you guys are new on here, I'm going to keep changing back and forth between the candle and the line chart, okay? Check this out, right? Breaks this area of structure, you get in. So let's make a marker right here. This is where you want to get in, okay? You get in right there. Let's see how many pips you would have caught. Dude, we're looking at about 3,000 pips. Looking at about 3,000 pips. Yo, I just want to be honest with y'all. This is like the easiest way to make money, guys. This is the easiest way to make money. Now, look, when you're doing this on your MT4, the name of the game is going to be risk management. The name of the game is going to be risk management. So what's happening is you're going to need to place your stop loss somewhere, right? Your stop loss is going to go at the last area of structure below the call. So if I got a buy right here in this area, my stop loss is going to be put right here under the last area of structure. If you want to play it even safer, you can put it down here, but I'm going to suggest that you put your stop loss right here. You want to know why? Because if it breaks this, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be upset that I lost a little bit of money. I'm going to be looking for a sell opportunity, right? Or a re-entry. One of my mentors told me, I can't remember which one, but one of my mentors told me a good exit is a good entry, right? If you guys get stomped out, it's not to cry about. I see a lot of students get stomped out sometimes and then they be like, oh man, they get discouraged and they just want to not trade. That's not the answer. You want to look for your next entry. I'm somebody who typically only trades Bitcoin, right? So if I lose out on my entry, right, I'm looking for another one. I'm looking for the next one. So be real with you guys. You get in here, you put your stop loss at the last area of structure. You make sure that there's a break of structure before you get in, okay? And you're in for the money. The next thing you want to know is that your TP1 is going to be 50 pips. You're only looking to scalp the market. So your TP should be 50 pips. Now, the way Bitcoin works is that it works by whole numbers, right? Works by whole numbers. 100 pips is basically like $100. So every $100 that Bitcoin goes is 100 pips. Okay. You guys want to make half of that your TP. Just scalp the market, right? Now, another thing I'm going to say is over here where you see this original tab, you want to change it to smooth. When you change it to smooth, you're going to see the same 3 steps that I just showed you. But guess what? Now you got some annotations from Crypto Picasso himself, right? So now my whole TP, it changes, right? Instead of looking for 50 pips, I might be looking for a little bit more than that because of the annotations here provided by Crypto Picasso, right? Lucky us. So he says break and close back above the 5,500 mark confirms a buy setup, right? And he even was nice enough to put his own TP right here. So now I see that, okay, on my MetaTrader app, I can set my TP to 55,000 and I can keep the same stop loss that I just gave you. Guys, really follow this. It really works, right? If you had put your stop loss where I told you to, if you had put your stop loss where I told you to, right here at the last area of structure, right? It never came back. Never came back. Your position would have been safe and sound, and you would have made money all the way up. Now, what I will say is, once you're up about 40, 50 pips, that's when you want to move your stop loss, right, to break even. You will move your stop loss to break even. Remember, guys, we're getting in at the break of structure. So that means you would have got in right here. As soon as you made it, probably about around here, that's when you move your stop loss to break even. We want to trap safely, right? We want to trap safely, okay? And this works on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. They slick match up for the most part. They pretty much match for the most part. So if you see a buy on Bitcoin, it's a good chance that there's about to be a buy on Ethereum. Same for the sales, right? But me, I like to be aware of all the different possibilities before I even jump in here. I like to be aware of the last call that Crypto Picasso made so that I know where a potential stop loss or a potential take profit could be, so that I don't just have to scout 50 pips and then, then I'm out, right? If you want to really make money, you're going to have to get educated. You're going to have to get really educated on Bitcoin and where it's projected to go, right? So another thing that you can do is you can actually go to myswipecoin.im. It's a different website. You just put my right in front of it. Myswipecoin.im. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you all the trades that have been called on the app. It's super useful, y'all, because the trades that are called on the app, they're all saved right here. You don't have to open up your phone or none of that. If you're already on your laptop, you just come right over here. So all I got to look for is the last time he called Bitcoin. So I'll go over here to Bitcoin. All right. And whoa, okay, now I'm seeing that the TP that he called on Bitcoin goes all the way up to 62,000. Look, Crypto Picasso, he's good for a lot of things, but he's really good at projecting the next Bitcoin highs, right? He's projected every single high that Bitcoin has made. If he says he thinks it's going to 62,000, I'm gonna put the house on it. Use proper risk management, but I'm gonna put the house on it because I know that Crypto Picasso has been in the game for a long time. We're talking about someone who's made millions of dollars doing this, right? Millions of dollars. We're talking about since Bitcoin was in the hundreds. So just like Matthew Thayer, right? If he say jump, I'm a hop, skip, jump, all of that. I'm touching the roof, the ceiling. Drop a one if you still with me. Drop a one if you with me right now. Because this is the sauce. I'm gonna just be honest with you. This is the real sauce. Yo, Gabby, they dropping ones? I need to know.
Yes, sir, they are. You are giving major sauce. Happy and grateful.
Yo, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Look, this is how it works. If you see a sell marker, right, and you're in a sell, the minute you start getting in profit, I'm talking like real profits, like 50 pips deep, you need to definitely change your stop loss. Protect your money. This is not the time to be greedy at all. Money is abundant. We're going to be eating off of Bitcoin and Ethereum for a long time. Bitcoin, probably until it gets to about 100K, we'll be eating off of this app. It might slow up around there. But until then, right, we're expecting hundreds of thousands of pips, right? You just want to, if it's a sell, let's not abuse the sales, guys. If it's a sell, right, and Crypto Picasso called a buy, I'm not going to stay in this for very long. I'm going to scalp a little bit and I'm going to get on out. The minute it hits my 50 pip TP, great, awesome. Great, awesome, right? Another thing I want to say is if you're using Hugo's Way, you really want to be careful. 0.01s on Hugo's Way for every $500 in your account. Seriously, if you got prosperity, then you in the safer boat, right? You want to be using a 0.05. That's 50 cents a pip, right? You want to be using a 0.05 on prosperity, right? On Hugo's Way, you ain't really got that much wiggle room. Your 0.01 is a little hefty, right? So you definitely gonna be seeing money in the markets, but even more of a reason for you to be protecting your profits and to be protecting your account, right? You're gonna make a lot of gains regardless. So you just gotta be safe, right? Just like this buy marker right here. If you had a 50 pip take profit, you'd have been good, right? The minute it started turning around, right, and it got to this point, your stop loss should have already been in profit. Okay. Drop a 2 if you with me, and drop a 3 if you got a question. I'm about to answer some questions real quick before I continue, because I know this is a lot of information. Drop a 2 if you with me. Drop a 3 if you got some questions. Gabby, we got any questions?
Yes, we got a question from Antonio.
All right, big bet. All right, go ahead and unmute yourself, bro.
Peace, God. Yo, so the question I have was like, how do you set up the markers, like the resistance? Mm-hmm. I was trying to.
Okay. So you actually don't set up the markers. The markers are already going to be on there. Look, the markers are already going to be on there. When you want to set up, support and resistance, you want to come over here to the left, and you're going to see a toolbar, right? You're going to see a toolbar right here. This one that's kind of going sideways.
Yeah.
You want to click on that, and then you want to click on horizontal line or horizontal ray. Both will get the job done, right? But if you want to do it fast, because I wish somebody would have told me this sooner when I first started, right? You want to hit Alt and the H button, and it's going to go ahead and put your line there. Okay, right. It's going to go ahead and put your line there. Now, the next thing is to edit the line that you have, you're going to click on it because it does this thing where it'll put your line, but it'll be like this blue, and it'll be extra skinny. I don't like that. I want to see the line. So I click on it. Right, I'm gonna click on the line, then I'm gonna change the color to whatever color I want, and then I change the thickness with this one right here. Okay. So that's how you can mark your simple support and resistance lines, right?
So can you see the chat box, Whoopi? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Let me see. I was able to open it. It's moving kind of fast. You're gonna next person's also the question.
No, but someone just said, what was it again?
What was it again? Okay. It's over here. The toolbar is over here. And you want to click the second one, right? The second one down on the toolbar. You said, how do I know exactly where to place them? I know where to place them because that's where price is touching, right? Price is reacting at these points. And I'm not going to go too deep because you guys got to use Go Live, okay? You got to use Go Live. But what's happening is, right, every single time price touches this line, it's going to react, right? I know that because of previous structure. If I go back in time, right, I can see that this same line is being tapped all the time. Now, it doesn't have to be exact, but in that area where my line is placed, ignore this one. See. But in the past, wherever this line is placed, look, price is reacting. Boom, price is reacting. It's touching all the time. Price is reacting, okay? Let's see. So you will have to do some studying on Go Live. This is not the cheat code. Right? It's a shortcut, but it's not the cheat code, right? All right, so also had a question, and then we're gonna continue. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were saying with your stop loss being, I guess, you say about 50 pips, correct?
Yes, well, your stop loss is gonna be the last area of structure. So for my next tip, right? My next tip is, all right, check this out. Let's say, because I already told y'all that this is going to be the stop loss, right? The last area of structure. This is the last place where price reacted and it jumped, right?
Right.
To keep it simple. If I saw this buy, right? Let's say that I saw the buy when it was right here. When it was right here on this green candle. right? That's not the best place to get into the market. That's not the best place to get into the market. See, I'm gonna give y'all some more sauce. You might want to go ahead and add something called the super trend to your chart. You might want to go ahead and add something called the super trend to your chart. I'm gonna drop a video in the chats where you guys can actually watch some in-depth training. Where you can watch some in-depth training where basically she's gonna go over the super trend and how it works. But what you want to pay attention to, right, is a retest. If you come into this thing and you're a little late, do not rush. The market is always reacting, right? Remember, I told you guys it's got support and resistance. Okay, it's got support and there's resistance. Okay. So you see right here, right? If I would have saw it there, I would either be expecting it to tap here and reject so that I can get another entry, or I'm simply waiting for it to come back to this yellow line. The price really respects the 50 EMA. That's what we're looking at right now. This is the 50-day EMA. So that means this is a collection, right? This line is basically recording the past 200 candles in the last 50 days. Okay. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a green super trend. We're looking for the trend to be green. If you're late, you want to wait for it to turn red, right? And when it comes back down and taps this yellow line, that's another entry. And you know what that does? That actually reduces your stop loss.
Right.
Because if your stop loss is here, if your stop loss is here, but you got in right there, you feel me? This is a much further distance than from right here. You feel me? This is going to be a much safer place to take this trade than from up here.
Right.
Okay. Does that answer your question, family?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So your stop loss is not necessarily going to be 50 pips every time. It really depends on what the market's doing. Right. It really depends on what the market's doing and where it calls the buy. Because like over here, for example, the last area of structure was actually down here. So that means, let me get rid of some of these lines because it's getting a little jumbled right now. Okay. The last area of structure for this buy was down here, which is a lot, that's a lot more pips than right here. All right. So everybody go ahead and mute yourself again. Let me see what's going on in the chats. All right. Can it show us how to add super trend again? Of course. All right. So to add super trend, you want to go here to indicators. Okay. And then you literally just type super. It's going to pop up right here. Now, when you first add the super trend, it's going to look a little funky like this. You want to change it from 10 and 3 to 1 and 1. This is the real sauce. Don't tell nobody I told y'all. If someone didn't make this call, do not go give them the sauce. They do not need this sauce. I'm telling you, if they didn't show up to the call, they can't have this sauce. This is the real sauce right here, right? Because the super trend is giving it up every time, right? You looking for a buy, right? And let's say you just late. You late to the party. It's right here, right? And you looking for another entry. Boom, super trend is green, turns red, comes back down here to an entry zone. Boom, you get in, pips. Who late? Late where? Late where? Drop a 3 in the chat if you with me. Drop a 3 in the chat. Late where? Who late? Who missing out on Bitcoin? Right? The key is to not have FOMO, but to know where your re-entry is going to be. If you see everybody getting into Bitcoin, wait for them to really start complaining about the pullback. That's what I love. Start complaining about the pullback, please, because I'm going to go look for the pullback and I'm going to get into. Right? I'm going to come join the party. You feel me? But this is all about confirmations. If y'all want to be Bitcoin trappers, you want to stack up as many confirmations as possible. That means, right, that if you're in a scalper sale and my guy Trainer Will drops a Bitcoin buy in the chat, you might want to be a little cautious. You might want to be a little cautious. That thing might be about to shoot up. You might want to go ahead and take your profits. Look, Bitcoin, I love it because there's always news floating around about it. People are always talking about it, right? Whether it's Elon Musk putting $1.5 billion into it, which was a huge buy, right? whether it's, you know, hearing about these different hedge funds who are buying it up, whether it's about Grayscale purchasing more Bitcoin than exists, you know, like you gotta keep your eyes on the news with Bitcoin. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the best way to make money because the technicals work, the fundamentals work, even the sentimentals work. I'm telling you, you just gotta do it safely and not be greedy. When y'all see the numbers jump on your phone, for all the newbies, when y'all start seeing the Bitcoin numbers jump on your phone, I know you're going to be excited, right? I know you're going to be excited. But it's very key to understand that this stop loss will protect you every time, right? So let's just go over one more real quick. Let's just go over one more setup real quick. And I've seen somebody in the chat say, will I go over the smooth scalper? I'm going to be honest with you. They're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same. The smooth scalper just has annotations, right? And this cloud. I don't know the technical term for it. Trainer Will, you know the technical term for this cloud? I know he's got his baby. Chanel, you know the technical term for this cloud right here? If somebody know it, drop it in the chat. Because all I know is buy, sell, and Crypto Picasso annotations.
No, I don't know that cloud itself though, but it's also just called a cloud. So Facts. I don't know it exactly. Yeah. Okay.
All right, bet. Ichimoku? Nah, I think you're on point, Tati. I think you're actually on point. It's the Ichimoku cloud, right? So that's really the only difference. They just added the cloud onto the EMA, right? And all it does is pretty much show how strong the power is at that time. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. Ever since Crypto Picasso called a buy, I'm not really looking for no sales. As y'all see, the sales been kind of weak recently. But don't sleep. If Crypto Picasso did not call a sell, right? Or he gave you a clear support, you know what you do when it passes that support? You're gonna sell. This is basically telling you to sell. You just have to know how to read this stuff. Support turns into resistance, and resistance turns into support, right? They just keep flip-flopping back and forth. So if I know that this is support, what do I know is gonna happen if this breaks? I know eventually it's gonna turn into resistance. It's gonna be the next resistance point. So guess what? I can sell, right? Collect early. Guess what? If I got the super trend on there, let's add the super trend real quick. I'm telling y'all, it's super easy. Drop a 4 in the chat if you feel like you can do this. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I'll be telling y'all all the time, I had a 2.5 in high school. I had a 2.5 GPA in high school. If I could do this, you can definitely do this. Super easy, right? Look, let's take a look. So now we're looking at the super trend, but going the opposite way. We're looking at the super trend on a sell. Boom, we got red, that's signifying strong selling power, right? We see a little bit of green, that's good. You wanna know why? Because now we have a second entry, right? It turns red again, it probably turned red around here, right? And we know we got a red Ichimoku cloud, right? So that thing is about to drop. Easy. You just wanna be smart about taking profits. If you guys don't already have Prosperity, I would highly recommend that you download Prosperity. The difference between Prosperity and Hugo's Way is that on Hugo's Way, I drop a 0.01, right? I drop a 0.01. That thing is strong. I can probably only drop a 0.01. Most of you guys can probably only drop a 0.01 on Hugo's Way right now. No shade, right? But the thing is, once you get into profits, you know who can't take partials? You, because you're in on a 0.01. If you have Prosperity Forex, you're actually in at you're in an excellent position. You want to know why? Because I can get into this thing on a 0.05, on a 0.1, right? And then when I start getting into profits, I can actually close some of that position. So just be aware, right? Be aware. I hope you guys were taking notes, right? And keep your eyes on the news. It's plenty of opportunities to make money with this. It called something 14 hours ago, yesterday, right? Yesterday it had several calls, right? I'll be eating off this thing. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm eating off of it right now. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is at. You feel me? Some of y'all go to school for business. The teacher ain't got no business. Y'all coming to school for Swipecoin? Hold on, let me see if it'll give it to you. Who ain't making no money on Swipecoin? Who ain't making no money on Swipecoin? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This works. It works. So use the products, use your notes. I gave y'all the sauce, the real sauce.